What's up, guys? Cobra Kai here, and we got Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 4. Episode 4, Moment of Truth. Okay, so this episode starts off with Dimitri going into Cobra Kai, and he's like, hey, I saw you guys have Val. I thought you would be Johnny, and because it's actually Chris there, and he's like, I saw you guys have Valley Fest, and I have some ground rules on the way I want to join, and yeah, and he says, hey, your tattoo's actually wrong. So yeah, Dimitri gets a punch in the face from Kreese, and he gets a bloody nose from disrespecting Kreese's tattoo. So then we get to so then we get to so then we get to Daniel's house, and we see Daniel's house, and we see Robbie and Sam, and Robbie's like, hey, how maybe if we film ourselves having like a fight, we can get people to come over and meow each other. She's like, that's not a good idea. So then she goes to see Daniel, and he's like, hey, tell Robbie we're going into the car. So then we get to Cobra Kai, and Johnny's like, "Hey, can anyone take on Miguel, the champion?" And someone says that they will do it, and someone's standing there, and yeah, and it's painting the list. So yeah, from Jesse and all those other shows, and she and Miguel get into a little fight, and he's like, "My name's Miguel," and she's like, "It's Tory with a Y," and yeah, and she wins and beats Miguel. So then we get to we get Tory and Aisha scene where Aisha's like, "Okay, Sam's trying to get me to do this thing, and we're kind of on the best terms." So she's like, how did you it seems like Tory had to like sort of grow up like fighting, and she had to learn to survive growing up. She had to learn to survive, and then she's like, one guy was bugging her, so she made him feel something that he'll never regret, and that's how she got her bracelet. So yeah, and then Robbie's like, hey, I remember this place because he worked there, and then he doesn't reveal, but I know that it must have been one of his friends stole from the place. So yeah. So then Sam sees Aisha talking, goes to see Aisha, and she's like, hey, maybe, and she's like, hey, what's up between you and Robbie? And she's like, we're just friends, and then Tory comes over, and she's like, hey, I got a bottle of vodka, yeah, and she's like, and then Sam, I sold some bottle of vodka, and she's like, maybe. Tory's like, you stole some Tory's like, I got some bottle of vodka, I stole some bottle of vodka, and then Sam's like, maybe you should put that back. And then Sam says, and then Tory says, they wouldn't care if they wouldn't notice if I stole a bottle of vodka. What are you, crazy? She actually calls her none, but I'm gonna say crazy. She's like, what are you, crazy? And she's like, yeah, maybe you should put it back. So then later we get to add to the more not first impressions between Sam and Tory. Sam's mom drops her purse, and she goes to confront Tory about it, and she says, hey, my mom's wallet is missing. And she's like, I didn't see your mom's wallet. And she's like, Sam, she didn't take it. But Sam's like, oh yeah, but she was able to steal a bottle of vodka. She's like, I didn't steal your mom's wallet. And then Sam tries to, she's like, let me go, and then just like Daniel, she gets, and then she's like, let's go, and she's like, and then she's like, are you okay? And she's like, you know that she didn't steal your own wallet, okay? Though, and why did she steal your mom's wallet, though? And then she leaves, and then, yeah. that kind of puts a strain on Sheena and Aisha's relationship. So, yeah, and then one guy tries to tell Robbie to leave because of what of his influence in the past, and then Amanda's like, "Hey, Robbie's our guest." He's like, "Robbie's our guest." He's like, "Okay," and then she's like, he's right, I should go. And she's like, "Why?" He kind of like, "I did something in the past that was bad." She's like, "That's in the past. We don't make mistakes, Robbie." And and yeah. And at the end, and then we go back to Miyagi-Do, where Aisha's book, ignoring all Sam's texts, but then Dimitri shows up and Daniel's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm here to learn karate," and yeah. So Dimitri joins Miyagi-Do, and that kind of how the episode would end. Oh, there's also. Oh wait, no. There's also like where Johnny's trying to find out where Creek is, where Chris is living, and he finds out that Chris has been homeless after losing Cobra Kai. So so he's like, "Hey, if you listen to my terms and you listen to me, you can stay with us at Cobra Kai." He's like, "If you better listen to my terms, and yeah, this is your second chance, Cree. So you better listen to it. You better be. This is your redemption. This is your second chance. So are you with me?" He said, and he shakes his hand and said, "Yes, Sensei." So Cree, better listen. Johnny had a redemption arc. Better. So that was my review of Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 4, Moment of Truth. I really like this episode. I like how it introduced Tory, but it also caused Sam and Aisha's relationship kind of strained, because I thought they were kind of doing good, but I get what it was going on. Like Tory stole some vodka, but Sam's mom could have dropped her purse. Like, why would Tory want? She could have dropped her wallet. Like, why would she want a wallet? She could have done it for money, but why would she want a wallet? Like I don't know. And so yeah, and this episode kind of puts to rest my Sam and Tory being friends before theory, because if Sam and Tory were friends before, wouldn't she have mentioned her before or later in the season how she was friends with Tory, how she was friends with a girl named Tory with a Y? So this kind of puts to rest my theory about that. And yeah. To meet you, Joy, yeah, I like that kind of do, because Chris. There was also a scene where he's trying to talk to he's telling Hawk, or Eli as he calls him, about it, and Eli's like, and Eli calls him some stuff, and says Cobra Kai isn't right for you anyway, and yeah, or he says that you should join Cobra Kai, you should just toughen it out, but he joined Miyagi-Do instead, which. So, thank you for watching this video. Next, I'll be reviewing Cobra Kai Season 2, Episode 5. I'm excited to get to Season 3. Because for some reason, YouTube is spoiling me on Season 3 with some scenes of Season 3 pictures they're posting on YouTube, which I do not want to see. So, yeah. So, thanks, and I'll see you guys in Season 2, Episode 5.